Today I wanted to go over why it's a better idea to buy a used car rather to buy a brand new car because currently in this economy, everything costs so much. Rising costs for clothes, food, rent, living costs. It's just getting crazier and crazier with all these tariffs that President Trump is doing. And I'm just thinking, I was wondering, oh, maybe I should get a new car. But then after just thinking about it and also crunching the numbers, I was like, whoa, I have a beat up 2001 Toyota Camry. I'm like, maybe I should just keep driving that because that thing still runs. There's a lot of things I gotta do to repair it, but overall, it's pretty still new. I mean, not new, but still drives like getting me to A to B. There's sometimes I get check engine lights, but usually they're easy fixes. Or if I can't do it, then I'll take it to the mechanic. But mostly I'll try to fix it myself. And I thought to myself, I was like thinking, oh, maybe I should just get a new car because my car's beat up and old. And after checking out all the prices for new cars nowadays, it's just outrageous. Because let me guys give you an example. If you're thinking about buying a new car, after doing some research, buying a new car currently some of the lowest tier cars, average price of a car is around $48,000 to $50,000. And if you're thinking about buying a new car, you have to think about you're gonna pay a monthly fee, you're gonna pay sales tax, and also some dealer fees, and also high insurance, and that is way too expensive. So here's an example for you if you were to buy a new car for around $50,000. So for example, you need to get a loan. So you need to find a loan, and the interest rate right now is pretty high. Currently, if you're buying a $50,000 car, you have $10,000 down payment. You have to pay around some taxes and dealer fees. That could be around from $3,000 to $5,000. And then if you put down, $10,000, then you'll be paying around in total $43,000 to $45,000. But that does not include the interest rates. So here's more of a better breakdown. So the car price is around $50,000. Your down payment is $10,000, which is 20% of the price. Your taxes and fees are around $4,000, and your loan amount is around $44,000. And the current interest rate is around 6.70%. So depending on your credit too, and your long term loan basically would be around 60 months, which is 5 years, and that's a super long time. And you'll be paying around $867 a month, so that's around almost $900, not including insurance. So insurance around like $2,500. So for a year maybe, and that's like what's that? 25 divided by 12. 25,000 divided by 12 is, let's see, that's another $208. So that's $1,000 something just for a new car. And I was just thinking to myself, whoa, that's way too expensive. And I have to pay that in addition to rent. Yo, that's not a good deal because don't got that extra money. So then I was looking at my 2001 Toyota Camry, and that thing still runs. The only thing you really have to do is just do some maintenance, which is like oil changes, change the brake pads, change the fluids, which is like the coolant, automatic transmission, manual, then you have to change the clutch. But overall, I don't even drive that much, and just trying to get to A to B, then yeah, that thing, I can totally maintain. Small repairs. It is an old car, 2001, so it's 24 years old. So, I mean, as long as it gets to me to A to B, gets my groceries, gets to my destinations, then that's all that matters. And if you're wondering, well, it's 2001, doesn't have all the amenities and luxuries of a newer car. Well, to be honest, I installed a new head unit, which installed CarPlay. So in the interior, the speakers are new. I have a new head unit, and that thing is just awesome because it's still kind of like a new car, but has like the new car amenities. I mean, it may not have like keyless entry, but hey, I mean, it still has a car remote and a key, and that thing can't get stolen. Not like all those Kias, with all these new cars. And the 2001 Camry is like a beast because if you guys haven't seen a Top Gear episode where they just dropped the Toyota Hilux and that thing still started up even though it was like banged up and like broken, that's telling you the quality of the Japanese cars and the Japanese companies that are building these cars because they basically last forever and they'll run even they're like beat up. Um, and to be honest, I've been told by my friends and family that the 2001 Toyota Camry is like a beast because those things last forever. You can get new engines from old cars if you need to, and they're like grandma cars. So there's like a ton of them, and they're easy to work on too. I mean, There are sometimes it may be a little bit harder, but to be honest, in this age of AI, you can totally just go on YouTube and also ask AI like if you have any repair costs or not repair costs, like any repair questions, then you can totally just ask it and it'll give you some instructions, some videos, and to be honest, you can do this around your garage because how much an oil change? Currently, if you go to a shop or a dealer, is around $140. I was like, no, I'm gonna just do it at home. It's around $60. That's like totally half. I know I'll be wasting time, but hey, I know how to like fix cars, right? Or work on my car basically. And if you own something, it's better to be able to learn how to repair it because you're always going to be relying on someone, which is kind of like a bad thing because you're always going to have that mindset, oh, maybe I can just go to the dealer, but they're going to upcharge you with all that labor and then parts may not be quality parts. And yeah, I mean, if you currently this age, you can totally just use AI, Google to teach you how to fix things and keep going from there because basically buying a new car is not the thing right now because inflation's so high, food, rent, clothes, everything's so much more expensive, and I'm just figuring out how to like continue living because we'll see what the next year comes because everything's so expensive right now. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys kind of like my 2 cents. If you're planning to buy a new car, you can still buy a new car if you have the funds to, then keep going with that. But if you're tight on money on a budget, maybe just buy a cheapo $3,000 to $4,000 car that you can find, but make sure that it runs and it's not broken basically and a clean title, and use that for a bit, get A to B, and then once you have the extra funds, then maybe buy another used car, maybe a used cars that's maybe like 2014 or anything like that. And then once you have that means to be able to buy a newer car, then go ahead, because right now, if you have something that you can use right now, you'll have more financial freedom and be able to not worry about having to spend more. So yeah, just want to give you guys my 2 cents of this. So let me know down in the comments, do you guys have an old car, or you guys are planning to buy a new car, or what do you guys think about just utilizing a old beat up car just to get to A to B and do some of the repairs yourself?